Welcome back. Ali Baba is in the house, but we're still looking for the Fawcett peeps.
Then the Senate.
Come on.
Okay, no. I like one thing that you go right. The opinions of guests on this show are not of management.
They are not of Channels Television. They are your opinions.
They should write that now.
They are your opinions.
Talking about that Dongoyaro thing.
No, you know Dongoyaro. Dongoyaro used to cure illnesses even before you drink it. You know?
How?
Oh, you don't know? You know those things that parents do? If you don't finish that food, I'll kill you. The fear of being dead makes you finish the food. That's the same thing they do with Dongoyaro. They'll give you the broth. They'll say, if you don't drink this. And when they come to check your temperature, that thing they do when they touch your neck, you know you're sleeping and shaking. And then they come, they say, boil Dongoyaro. You say, no, I'm well. You jump up with the language, you are well. Because the fear of Dongoyaro is the beginning of health.
Yes,
because you know, and they serve it in a boat. There's some Dongoyaros that are more Dongoyaro than some. There's some Dongoyaros that were imported from the north. Those ones are Boko Haram Dongoyaro. They take no prisoners. So they mix it and pour in a bowl for you. When you hold the bowl up, you see your reflection and your life
before you.
So it's either you drink that now or you get worse.
You get worse. But that Dongoyaro tree is you hardly find it anywhere.
No, the other thing that is close to Dongoyaro is quinine and MRB codeine. You know they don't. Do you remember those two drugs?
Yes.
MRB codeine looked like a 4-unit course. It looked like a course that is a carryover course. It cured anything. Cold, MRB codeine. Malaria, MRB codeine. But then you now say, I'm shaking, measles, agbo. And then the ultimate is Dongoyaro. And where they get that Dongoyaro from, oh, blood of God. And then they put the seeds in, you are finished.
But we thank God for Dongoyaro because he cured a
lot of things.
Before we went on break, I asked you a question about practically everyone in the entertainment industry.
Sure.
Comic actors, singers, and even the fashionistas or fashion people would tell you that you've had one or two influences over their lives. I mean, what does that make you feel? How does that make you feel?
Sense of responsibility and then a lot of load on your shoulders.
But was it intentional?
It wasn't. I was just doing what I was doing just to create an industry, as it were. Because when I came on, we were like nowhere to be found. You know, you go to the embassy, you're filling forms, and you say businesses.
Comedian.
Comedians never come up. You see bankers, lawyers, this one, and then others. That thing used to annoy me. It was like, we understand you have a career, but just feel it by yourself because we can't count it as a career. So you can understand because our parents were informed by their time when they said you must be a lawyer, engineer, accountant.
But
banker.
now, I don't see any parent saying to their child, you must be a comic.
Oh, no. Oh, yes, so there was a big man in Ikoyi who called me one time. I thought I had a show coming. I said, hey, this man, you will pay today. So I sat down, we had breakfast, and he said, my son, Tayo, wants to be a comedian. I want you to put him through. I looked at the man's house. I said, what kind of trouble is this? So it's not an event, sir. So he wants to give me a competition. So I looked at the house, I said, ha. So I said, where is it? The boy came. The boy was like, hey, Uncle Ali, Uncle Ali. So I was looking at him, I said, you Esau.
Come on.
You know, Jacob, I said you want to come into my industry with all this thing your father already has. Because if you look at it really, some of these things that we do, football, comedy, movies, is an escape route for poor people. Think of all the footballers. They all come from poor families. Think of the actors and all of them. None of them is from the very rich home. Musicians as well. Except for Davido, he already has 30 billion in his account. So unlike that, it's that we come from those areas and we have to work hard to make a living for ourselves. And in doing that, I found out that I had to immerse myself in the job totally and understand the entertainment industry 360. I worked in NTA, I worked on set, I worked on stage at Peck Theatre, I worked at the National Theatre. I understudied a lot of people, Steve Rhodes, I worked with Eddie Lawani. I worked at Lekki Sunsplash with DP Lekki. So concerts, organizing concerts and the dynamics of a concert. I worked closely with people who produced events. Then I worked with Charlie Boy when we had Charlie Boy Show. The Charlie Boy Show was like a sitcom, but it was recorded and it was slapstick and all of that. And I met a lot of people who came there. You know, Charlie Boy is a photographer, is a writer. If you see Charlie Boy planning a shoot, you would not think is this Maverick anymore. He would take from the depth of field to the lighting, to the positioning, to the set, to the colors, to the camera angles. You'll be surprised. So I learned all of that from this. So in intermingling and working with all of these people, I built a relationship. But not just built a relationship, learned from it.
Learned from
so
it.
Most times, I know where the bodies are buried.
This learning that you've talked about, yes, a lot of people, a lot of stand-up comedians have, come up. But are you concerned about where, for instance, this comedian will share a joke, another person takes it up? You just think,
okay,
don't they have something else? Creativity.
Like when Night of 1,000 Laughs started, my friend Efere Ozako told me, Ali, Opa wants you to perform a Night of 1,000 Laughs. I said, so what jokes would the other people be telling? They'll be telling my jokes now, so there's no need. He said, no, come. He said, and I didn't perform the first and the second Night of 1,000 Laughs on the third one. And this was it. Opa and Joe Adekwa called me and Efere and said, Bros, you need to come on this show. Give it credence. You are like a frontline comedian. And said, even in American Idols, the guys that come to perform will do Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey's song until they come to their own. So let all these young comedians do your stuff and use it to grow into their own. So I understand a lot of comedians will take other people's jokes just to grow and become their own future. So it happens in every career. Lawyers do it. They quote other people's references and use other people's cases to grow themselves. Footballers do it. They use the tricks of Messi and Okocha to become better. It's allowed. It's only when you begin to commercialize it that there's a problem.
Ali, we have to go. Like the directors are saying, we need to go.
So
Ali, we need to go.
We have to go.
Thank you so much for coming on this
Thank you so much
morning.
for having me. Thank you so much.
Ali Baba.
Ali Baba. No, I like the
No. The way the white people call it, Al Baba.
Al
Baba.
Yeah.
Okay. Al Baba, who's found the 40 teams, has been our artist. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that's been our show today. It's been fantastic, but I'm sure you enjoyed it too. I'm Neo Igwe.
And I'm Yomi Otaigwe. Don't forget to go and register
And pick up your
get...
voter's card.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.